like we're low on rad filters.
The tour, some basic supplies. Maybe they thought this through.
Sure they did. They had to plan this ahead. Robbing us, beating up Jan. I thought we were friends. Seriously, what was he thinking?
I found our rebellious party. They're alive. Looks like they have no bad intentions, just want to be left alone.
What for? To die in that exploration vehicle?
They're building a shelter.
Oh, please. Spare me the details. They should be putting those skills to use here, helping us, not making a sophisticated grave for themselves. Quitters.
Found the tour vehicle.
You found the others? They alive?
Yeah. I talked to the technician, but he wasn't very happy to see me. I get the impression they're struggling out there. I was wondering if maybe we should share some of our supplies with them.
Out of pity? Huh. You think they'd want that?
You tell me.
Well, I think if I was out there, I'd probably want to live, yeah. But what about us in here? What if we don't make it? Maybe we should focus on that.
I've got your carving materials and chisel set. So, what's the story? What are you gonna be making exactly?
Okay, man, this is gonna sound really corny, but oh, what the hell? I wanna remake myself.
Whoa, with a chisel?
Of course not. What's wrong with you? Never heard of a fucking metaphor? The story of that Ahab dude made me realize I was going nowhere. But I kept asking myself, where should I be going?
Trust me, you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Thanks, but no. A quantum computer created me to do a job. Now the job's coming to an end, and I have to find something new for myself. I just need to dig deeper into whatever's making me so uptight. Maybe when I'm back on Earth and somehow nobody decides my dead body's worth more than my life, I'll find someone I can talk to. But for now, I just wanted to feel that excitement again. That feeling when I held a piece of wood in my hand and a chisel in the other, and I knew it was up to me what it would look like. And damn well, only up to me.
Wow. Sounds like you're a new man already.
Trust me, I'm only getting started. Say, here's a suggestion. Let's get us out of this mess first. Then you can pour all the saccharin you want over me.
Fair point. Let's go.
I go work somewhere else?
Any progress?
Am I needed there?
I'm done here. Should I do this now? You do know we're running out of radiation filters?
kinda out of resources. You want me to work there now?
Another movie. This one was actually on my pile of shame.
You do know we're running out of radiation filters?
Shit. Thinking, leaving the base layer.
I can do this now. Okay, I'm done. I can do this now.
Any progress with finding the turf vehicle?
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Yes. I was missing that. have enough to share?
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
Huh? Seriously? Huh? I can't believe you kept that old calendar.
Yeah, well, I still like to fantasize about owning one of those cars.
Yeah. Yeah. And escaping my shitty life. Hard times, simple fantasies. Thanks. It won't collect dust.
Hi, Lucas.
Jan, good to hear you. What's up?
Calling because I've collected some more Rapidium. Thought you'd like to know.
Oh, man, that's so great.
Yeah. You can be pretty convincing, you know?
Really? I don't hear that often. My work can be kind of lonely.
Tell me about it. It's good to talk with someone other than myself.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking. Remember how last time I was telling you about how Maxwell got me into all this?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. You said he was going through a tough time himself. What's the story behind that?
Well, I don't know it firsthand, but I heard that years back he was a completely different person. Happily married, house in the suburbs, with a steady academic job that had nothing to do with big tech or politics.
Sounds like a scientist's nightmare. No wonder he got fed up with it.
He didn't. It slipped away from him. One night his life suddenly got upturned, and then it was just a spiral of events. Things started toppling down like dominoes. His work, reputation. Eventually his wife left him.
What happened?
His friend died in a car crash. Horrible accident, drunk driving.
Really? Well, that's sad, but how did losing a friend have such consequences?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I want to... if I should go into the details. They're very personal to him. But also... maybe another time when we can talk longer. Bottom line for me is... if it weren't for that horrible accident and Maxwell's loss, I would probably have had a much more miserable life. It's so strange to think how relative life can be. Sometimes it just blows my mind, you know?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, no use getting all philosophical, huh? Anyway, well done with the arcs. I really appreciate it.
Great. Because I'll need to focus on other things now.
Of course. That's understood. Good luck. I'll 7 out.
Are you still in need of supplies? What? Well, I thought sharing is caring, you know? Oh, man, you just don't give up, do you? Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? Yeah. I gotta say, I might be able to swallow my pride just this once. It's gotten really tight. You're not a minute too early. Yeah, well, good luck with your safe house, I guess. Yeah, thanks. Listen, man, we're not going back. Nothing can change that decision. We're staying here. We just need to finish building the shelter. Only a few more things, and maybe we'll even be able to call it home. So it's decided. You're staying. Like I said, no going back. Yeah. But if you're serious about this caring shit, I admit there's one more thing you could do to help. Shoot. See those pylons over there? Took quite an effort to put them up. I got a list of resources that could really speed up preparations. If you happen to have any of these to spare, maybe you could just connect your infrastructure to these pylons and, well, send the goods over. It'd make things a lot easier. That big yellow son of a bitch is really making us sweat. Just saying. Hey man, I'd like to talk to you. Pay to do this? Hey man, want me to lend a hand with this? I've connected our pylons. You have access to my infrastructure now. Oh. Does that mean you're giving us some of your resources? Mikasa es Sukasa, buddy. Help yourself to whatever you need. Huh. That's really generous of you. Thanks. I have to say, I didn't think you'd be up for it. After everything I said. Apology accepted. Because that's what you meant, right? That you're sorry? If it means so much to you, okay. I'm sorry. I forgive you. That makes us even, right? No. Not quite. Seriously? Yeah. There's something I owe you. Oh? What is it? Well, I thought, since you were so curious about Mom, what we talked about in her last days, after our conversation, I can't stop thinking about one thing. Her last words. Do you wanna know what she said? It's, a very generous gift. But I can't accept it. I wasn't there with her when she was dying. You were. Those words were meant for you. And you alone. Wait a minute. What the hell happened to Baby An, who always wants to have everything? Did you finally alter yourself into some mature version of you? In a way, you could say that. I just realized that things are as they should be. That's all. Well, in that case, nothing more to say. This is it. Goodbye, Jan. Goodbye. Have a safe one, and don't spend all your rupidium in duty-free. Brother. Thanks. Brother. came back. Yeah. I still don't approve of what you did to Tabula Rasa, but I thought it through. You still have a chance of making it. And I'd be a fool to not at least try to get on board, knowing that Ben is out there somewhere. It's too important to me to simply let go of. Wow, man. I have to say, your faith is an inspiration to me. Welcome back, and let's get this show on the road. Thanks. You can count on me.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
No way! Is that my old pipe?
Yeah, and it sure is old. I didn't use it often after high school, to be honest.
Huh. That's why it looks better than I remembered. I used it a lot. It inspired so many crazy ideas for fixing the world. Thank you.
Time to summon the rescue team. But they can't find out about my altars. What the hell should I do? I wish the technician were here. He'd probably have something to say. Maybe he'd just say I shouldn't hide them at all. Face the truth with my head held high. Why should we hide like some criminals? They should be licking our boots. It's a simple task. Think. You're supposed to be the one who can do it. I bet the scientist has an opinion on that. Quantum computer chose you to focus on mission objectives, not play games with the corporation. Hey, wait a minute. Mission objectives. We're supposed to bring back Rapidium. Huh. That might actually be it. That's what the rescue team will care about most. If there's anything they're not taking off without, it's their precious cargo. Yeah. That's it. I'll have to find a way to use Rapidium to smuggle the altars back to Earth. The details are gonna need refining, but I'm sure the scientists can help me with that. For now,
Brainstorm over. Let's light up this beacon. What the hell is that? Ah, shit. Pretty sure this was not supposed to happen. Please, can't anything be normal on this goddamn planet?
So, I have some bad news and some even worse news.
Does that mean you finally talked to someone on Earth about us?
Well, sort of, yes. It looks like they want me to keep you a secret from the rescue team. Smuggle you on board.
Oh. And for what reason, if I may ask?
Maxwell thinks they might kill you. You're just too much of a liability to the corporation. I'm sorry. But, I'm not sure we need to worry about that just yet, because that was the less bad news. The worst news is the rescue ship might end up not picking us up at all.
What?
I set up the beacon, but just as the light was going up in the air, suddenly something jammed it. As if there was, I don't know, an invisible barrier up in the sky.
Are you sure you activated the beacon correctly?
Yes, I'm sure. Trust me.
And the light got blocked by an invisible barrier. That's very strange.
Well, we need to do something about it. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been in vain, and we'll end up fried down here. It's not just about the beacon. If light can't get out, then a ship won't get in either.
Yes. Right. Let's stay cool. Give me a moment to study this thing.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I suppose in that case, the conversation about smuggling us on board should be postponed. I suggest we don't mention it to anyone just yet, so as not to cause unwanted agitation.
Right. One problem at a time, huh?
Yes. Let me research whatever this barrier is. First, you could use the time to look around the area, secure resources. We'll probably need them if we're to overcome yet another obstacle.
Hi, Lucas.
Jan, how's it going?
I've built another Ark. I'm planning to bring quite a lot of Rapidium with me.
Man, that's just amazing. This is really gonna change the world. I mean, look, I don't want you to think I'm naive, Jan. I know most of the Rapidium will be gobbled up by the Big Six, but sometimes a little is enough to give people hope. I remember when Mother left us. Did I tell you she left when we were kids?
I don't think you did. No.
Yeah, well, I was 10. You know what my strongest memory is of that day? Grandma baking a cake for the lot of us. And telling us that we'd be all right.
Strong woman.
It was just a cake. But that day, it gave me hope. And that hope kept me alive. Your excess Rapidium is like that cake, Jan.
I'm sorry about your mom. My mother passed away when I was young. So, I know what it means to lose someone you love.
Thanks. You know, I owe you something. Last time when I told you about Maxwell, I left out one thing.
Okay.
That accident his friend died in, it was Maxwell's fault. He's the one who'd been drunk driving.
What the hell? How come they didn't lock him up?
Yeah, there were some mitigating factors. You see, they'd been spending the weekend in a mountain lodge. Remote place, having some drinks in the evening, when suddenly, his friend had a stroke. Maxwell called for the ambulance, but they told him it could take a while. And there was a big risk that it would be too late. But his own car was right there, on the driveway. I mean, what would you have done?
I know better than to drink and drive.
You're saying that because you know what happened. But it was the middle of the night, and Maxwell decided to act. There was another car involved in the accident. The driver of that car, a young woman. She got disabled for life. Never walked again. And Maxwell's friend didn't make it.
Damn.
Yeah. That night, Maxwell made a decision that never stopped haunting him.
What if he had waited for the ambulance? Would his friend still be alive? That woman would certainly be all right.
Or maybe it was the right decision to drive, but he should have gone slower. He became obsessed with these questions. As a scientist, he wanted answers, and he sacrificed everything. His family, his academic reputation, and peace of mind to look for a way to find them. Not just for himself, but for science and the progress of humanity.
We all have regrets. They're a part of life.
Pain is a part of life too. Were people wrong to invent painkillers? Whatever you think of it, there you have it. The genesis of Project Gila.
Damn. Quite a story.
Yeah. It's been a while since I talked to someone like this. It's lonely up on the station.
I bet it does. And I can promise you I'll do my best to get more Rapidium.
Wow. That would be awesome, Jan. I have to say, I'm really glad it's you, down there. Not everyone would be so ambitious.
Right. And you know what?
Yeah?
Maybe try less of the sweet talk. You really suck at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. In that case, I guess, good luck, Jan. L7 out.
Podstawówki tam miałam przyjdzie właśnie do GTA, do Simsów.
Musimy Motherlotu dodać jeszcze.
O, dobrze, że już mamy same śmieszne bagi.
Bardzo wesoły. Uważaj. Nie oglądaj się.
W tej kapsule, co umiera.
To jest załoga, która zmarła w kapsułach.
Analizowałem sobie nagrania.
Got to be kidding me.
Mam redkę
I know,
z
right?
animacji oczu.
Będzie sequel?
Może?
Muli.
This is Boris. Hello.
Hello.
What is your favorite video game genre or genre combination?
RPG.
RPGs with adventure.
The Souls-like games.
RPGs.
JRPGs? It's a whole variety. I don't have a preference. Whatever is interesting. I think I'm going to go for immersive sims.
I don't have a favorite type.
RPGs.
First-person shooters, FPS. I like to shoot people.
RPGs. RPGs, definitely.
Tomek loves RPGs and Souls-like.
Screensaver.
All right.
The age of digitalism, networks, and super strong computers. Here we have a designer that is embracing the analog way of working.
Actually, it's a level designer, so it makes less sense.
What are you working on?
I am analyzing the gameplay and judging why the people are not following my beautiful levels. And the people, everybody is going there with the anomalies. No one is taking the path up that is totally safe. I mean, everybody is dying there. I don't know why.
This is Tomek. Hello, Tomek.
Hi.
What's your life decision that you thought about the most?
I thought about getting married. Is this a good decision or not? But it was a very good decision.
Quitting my studies.
Left my job and quit my relationship, moved to the Warsaw and start to work on the altars.
Should I leave my hometown?
What I should eat today?
It's coming to Poland and start working here.
I've got such a blackout in front of the camera.
Yeah, this happens a lot. No worry, we're gonna cut this.
Moved to Poland. Decided to try game dev. It was very hard, but now I'm here.
Giving up on my ex.
Leaving the university and moving to Warsaw to start a career in game dev.
Oh god. Skip that one.
Siema! Kogo tutaj przywiało? W jakim celu tutaj przybyłeś dzisiaj?
Dzisiaj na ogrywki artesowe i na imprezę
Tak, naszą letnią, coroczną imprezę bitową. Jarasz się na dzisiejszy dzień, na imprę i na embargo zniesione i w ogóle na ogrywkę?
No, tak. Ja się
Jak tam? Jesteś podekscytowany na dzisiejszy dzionek?
Czemu miałbym być?
No nie wiem, ogrywki, embarga, imprezy. Coś tam, może chociaż jedna z tych rzeczy cię interesuje?
No.
A na kogo kochasz?
Bo to jest po prostu inteligentny, bo ma cel, ma wizję i konsekwentnie do niej dąży. To zdecydowanie intelektualiści z wizją.
Halina?
To w sumie jest taka dobra małpka, po prostu można na nim kind of polegać.
Nie no, moje oczywiście do animowania ulubione to botanist. To po prostu on cały czas płacze.
Ta praca jest samą przyjemnością, a żeby w życiu odnosić przyjemności, to należy się nie skupiać na wyborach, tylko iść z prądem, tak jak świat nas kieruje. Go with the flow. Dzięki temu zostaniesz QA.
Kurde.
What are you working on in The Alters?
I'm a game writer.
Right. And what do you do exactly?
I write all the weird words that the Jan and his alters are saying.
Kurde.
Zajebiste.
Słagiński.
Czekaj, ale to jeszcze się zapnij i zablokuj się w kolejderze.
Wyklipuj. Musisz teraz przez
w krześle się robi.
windą wylecieć z budynku.
Ej, jak ci się dają? Zatapiają się.
Tak, już z nich nie wstają.
What's your role in the project?
I am a senior technical artist. I double as VFX artist.
He's lying, he's a sorcerer. He's doing his dark sorcery with the shaders. He's the only person who understands what's going on in there.
It's the Japanese translation.
The Japanese.
Tell her about the crunch.
Yeah, so here's crunch, but in Japanese it means long hour forced labor. So it sounds like in a concentration camp. Because we don't have such a word, crunch, because we are crunching all the time. We don't recognize it.
It's just work.
Yeah, it's just work.
We can put like one is work and the other one is European work, and it's when they are not, when they are working just 8 hours.
Yeah.
No,
dobra.
Czekaj, bo jesteśmy...
Zachowuj się naturalnie. Bardzo lubię, kiedy masz sprawy do mnie.
Do you have any message for the players?
Please feel the agony of the game and the joy as well.
Don't mess up your save files, guys.
Guys, please listen to our game and play with the best possible headphones.
Never buy golden shotguns.
Get good. Get good or better.
Make sure you have a great time playing.
Take it easy and call your friends.
United States government used public funds to fund underground bunkers full of cheese.
How did it feel? Helping out the guy who knocked you senseless. Lucas, good to hear you.
Jan, you're going home. Isn't that exciting? How are the preparations going?
How should I put it? Your enthusiasm may be a little premature.
Oh? What's the problem this time?
Same old, same old. More obstacles. A barrier in the sky, this time. I'm gonna have to destroy it if I want the rescue ship to land.
Damn. You're so close.
Yeah, but see, I've been thinking. Do I want it to land?
What? What's that supposed to mean? Of course you do.
Here's the thing. While my alters are worried they might not get back to Earth, I'm worried about what's gonna happen to them after they get back. Because I've learned some troubling things about Maxwell, Lucas. Are you aware that he wants to hijack the Rapidium for himself?
Maxwell has other allies now, a much more open-minded organization than Ally Corp. It's run by people who actually care about progress.
Tell me something. Do you believe everything Maxwell tells you?
What? What do you mean?
Lena. She recorded a message for me and she said she dug out some dirt about his patients losing their minds. Being unethically exploited.
Exploited?
Look. After what you told me, it's clear that project meant a lot to Maxwell personally. If you could look me in the eye right now, would you swear that not a single person was mistreated in those experiments? Would you swear on your life, Lucas?
Well, there were some rumors at one point that a patient, that he was, well, a little unstable and he might have... But at his family's request, we buried his data. That's what Maxwell said.
So, it's true. Patient 313 really did exist.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we were working with mentally disturbed people. Accidents happen, but Maxwell was just trying to help them.
Lucas, this is about my alters' lives.
It's a little late for doubts now, Jan. You have no choice but to trust Maxwell. If the corporation finds out about your alters, they'll get rid of them. There's no other option.
What if there was another option? You're a QC navigator, Lucas. Maxwell wants you to take control of the ship once it takes off. What if, assuming for a moment that I managed to get that rescue ship to land safely, what if I just asked you to dispatch us somewhere else? Somewhere they wouldn't find us.
What are you talking about, Jan? Hijacking a ship full of Rapidium? Are you crazy?
It's what you do anyway, isn't it? The question is, will you do it for Maxwell, or will you think for yourself?
I don't know, Jan. It's all very confusing. My first reaction is to say no. But I'm thinking of how much you've achieved by collecting all that Rapidium and all those conversations we had. You've grown to be some kind of, well, inspiration to me.
A friend.
Yeah, I don't use that word often, but yeah. I need to think this over, okay? I'm not sure about what part I want to play in all this. I guess I'm not used to playing a significant part in anything.
You should think more highly of yourself. You deserve more than to be taken for granted like that.
I'll think it over. I'll 7 out for now.
Both of you! Trust me, Greg. You gotta take him out. No, it's me, man. Trust me, I'm the real me.
How can I tell?
Just ask me something that you know the real me would know.
What's your name? Your full name?
Peter Randolph Thompson.
Wait, your middle name's Randolph?
Yes. Okay, you gotta ask something that you would also know.
Right. Where did we first meet?
On the train, seat 7B. And then 2 stops later, we figured out that there was a bomb in car 6, right? And then we dismantled the bomb by figuring out that the conductor was embezzling money.
That could have been in my file. How old are you?
34.
Shoot, that could be in your file.
Do you mind? I'm sitting here too.
Okay. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back?
Come on, that's not fair for either of us. Yeah, that's not helpful at all.
This is just really hard. I feel really put on the spot right now to come up with good questions. If you won the lottery, what would you spend it on?
Is that a conversation we had? It's not one that I remember.
No, but I feel like I'd have a good idea what you would say.
So it's just like a fresh hypothetical? I guess I'd buy a new house for my mom.
Ha! Caught you, Fake Pete. I feel like you would say new Ferrari.
No, a Ferrari would depreciate in value too quickly. House for mom's a good answer. Thank you.
Don't help him. You should want me to catch him in a discrepancy.
That's just a bad question. That's not even a discrepancy. I don't want to win by cheating. I want to win because I prove to you that I'm the real me. That's how I'd want to do it too. Yeah. Makes sense, right? It is just uncanny. Like the hair's the same. Did they do the stain on your jacket? Yeah.
Shut up, 2 Pete's! Quick, what's your favorite M&M color?
Red? Blue?
Mine's green. What does that tell us? Okay, let's try this. We've worked together for years, right? So what are some of my weaknesses as a partner?
On the spot thinking. Quick problem solving.
And some strengths?
You're very, wow. Just ask about a concrete thing, not like an opinion or future planning.
Sorry, it's a heavy piece of machinery. It just kind of tires my arm out.
Ask about a fact that you and I both know.
How many states are there in the United States of America?
And that everyone else wouldn't also immediately know.
This is really hard. I can't think of anything, okay? Well, what if you ask me questions? Yeah, you ask me something that you think only I would know, and then you give your answer, and we see if they match.
Okay, what drink did we share at the ambassador's wedding?
Don't remember.
What's the entry code to our safe house?
No idea.
Okay, well, so now I'm questioning if you're even the real Greg.
I'm the real Greg. I'm just a little bad at retaining trivia, I'm realizing right now.
The code to our safe house is not trivia, dude.
Yeah, but it's just still, you get it.
Wait, no, he's right. It's not. That's not trivia. He's not asking you that because he knows he can prove that he knows it. He's asking you that in hopes that you yourself will reveal it. Because that's the piece of information that his team is after. That's the imposter Pete. Oh, thank God.
What?
How'd you know?
Yeah.
Anyone who's worked with me for years would know I'd have an impossible task tracking that logic. I got lost immediately.
Oh, you haven't changed a bit, Greg.
Imposter! I have changed a bit. Went through that whole yoga phase, used to be a bit of a cusser, cleaned that up. Wait, I only get 1 round of guessing? Doesn't seem fair. Would have asked better questions if I knew that. But, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Bless you.
Lucas? What is it?
Hey, hon. I just learned about something. I needed to share it with you because I don't think anyone else would understand.
What happened?
It's all over the news on Earth. A horrible accident on an oil rig.
What? You mean?
Yeah. The same one the guy you asked about was working on.
Ben, is he?
I'm sorry, Jan. He's among the casualties.
Well, that sucks. Because the refiners just put everything on the line for the sake of reuniting with him. I'm gonna need to find the right words to tell him about it. I best not do it before we take off. I can't risk unhinging him right now.
Yeah, well, I just wanted you to know, because it really blew my mind.
Thanks, Lucas. Nothing we could have done.
Is there really? Man, that question's gonna haunt me forever.
Yeah. It's gonna haunt me too.
Anyway, I'm not wasting any more of your time. You've got work to do.
Yeah. Talk soon, L7. Take care, man.